an old favorite. I used to wear this in high school. Hey guys, welcome back. So got Friday favorites and Fooeys for you today, and I have got some things I've been loving. Obviously that's the point of my Friday favorites videos, but I've got a great palette from OFRA that I love. I think it's just like a really good use it in different ways kind of palette. A revisited favorite, an old favorite that I just repurchased recently and I love, love, love. Love my cheek combo, but then also individually just some good things to chat about. So if you're new here, my name is Leslie. Welcome. I love to favorites videos, new at the drugstore, get ready with me's, reviews, empties, just a lot of fun stuff here on my channel. So if you're new, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button and stuck around for a while. I'd love to have you here on my channel. So yeah, we were chatting about Friday favorites, so let's get to them. I think I've decided that this particular shade of the Covergirl Clean Color little like quads, I think this one has to be my favorite. Either this one or is it Shimmering Beige, I think. But if I had to choose between the two, I think I would say this is my overall favorite. It's just so pretty. Every time I put this on my eyes, this is Dreamy Pink. Every time I put this on my eyes, I just love it. And I feel like it's like a relatively unique sort of a color story because it's this beautiful kind of like blushy, but warm-ish toned pink. Like this color right here is just so gorgeous. Like I don't even really want to swatch it because I don't want to waste it. It's just so pretty. How would I even describe that color? I mean, that doesn't even look that impressive, but it is. I just love this. I have this in my crease, but I have other things on my eyes too that I will share with you in a second. But it's this, it's like a neutral color, but it has just a little bit of a pinky, warmish tone to it, like a blushy tone. It's just good. I can just go on and on and on trying to describe it, but you see it there. It really comes out looking about like that on the eyes. It's so pretty. This is the darker shade. That's gorgeous. And then the two shimmery shades are incredible. I would say this one is my favorite, the lighter shade. So light catching and gorgeous. So I have a little bit of this kind of on the inner part of my lid, just a tiny bit of this for a little bit of like extra glow. Oh my goodness, so pretty. The other one is kind of more of a loosely packed shimmery shade, but I still love it. I mean, if you don't want, you know, fallout, you're concerned about that, just use a setting spray, that'll help. Tap off your brush, use minimal product, all those kind of little, you know, tips and tricks for a more kind of loosely packed shadow, but I just love it. This is such a pretty neutral palette and I love it. It has that kind of warm pinky sort of a tone to it. And I love when I wear it that like that lighter shade I think just really makes the eyes pop. You know what I mean? Like just brings a lot of interest to the eyes. It's like youthful looking. It's just good. I love it. So this would be an eye and a cheek favorite. This is beautiful on both. This is from OFRA. They sent this to me, so thank you so much to OFRA. This is the Bienvenidos a Miami Mini Mix Face Palette. I think the packaging is cute. Very fun and kind of like reflective and duochrome-y. I would love if like the pans were like a little closer together to kind of just like make the palette a little bit smaller. That's the one thing I would change about it. But the things inside are so good. Beautiful blushes. So 2 blushes. I'm gonna run out of fingers. 2 highlighters. And I will talk about how I'm wearing all these, how I've been wearing all these, but let me get you swatches, and then 2 bronzers that are gorgeous that I love on the cheeks and also on the eyes. Amazing. And I love that these bronzers, like you'll see in the swatches, they're like just the perfect amount of pigment that really makes them so nice to work with. So here are all the swatches. Doesn't that just look like, I don't know, fun? Like summery fun or something. I just love it. So there are the swatches. So how I've been liking to wear this. So I've worn it in different ways. I've mainly concentrated on these. I really haven't played with this one as much, but I love that. I love that kind of lavender sort of shade. That's really fun. But I've worn this on my eyes, so I have a tiny bit of this on my eyes. I have a tiny bit of this on my cheeks with something else I'll share with you in a second. I have both of these on my eyes, this on my lid. I've worn it dry, just a little kind of like light application of it, and it makes this very beautiful soft glow on the eyes. I've used it with a setting spray. I did that today and I think it's so pretty. I have this on the inner corners of my eyes, so pretty, and then just a tiny little bit of this on my cheeks. And then I have this on my eyes, kind of all over my lid and blended up. Didn't use this one today, but would be great for, I could use it as an outer corner shade. For me personally, this would be too deep as like a bronzer, but would work as an outer corner, kind of a, you know, shadow, like a deepening color. And then I have a little bit of this on my cheeks too as my bronzer. So it's just, it's good. You can use it in different ways. It's a really good formula that just works. It just works all over the face. These are blendable, they're pigmented but not difficult to blend, they're not patchy. Just such a beautiful formula. I am so impressed with these. So yeah, I am a big fan of this palette. I would say one of my favorite kind of like mix palettes that they've come out with recently in like recent years, like this type of a palette that has blush, bronzer, highlighter all in one. This is one of my very favorites that they've done. I really, really like this color story. And again, such good quality. Got out my trusty square of toilet paper to be able to share this next favorite with you so that I don't stain my hand. It's another one of the ETudeHouse Dear Darling water tints. And I don't remember the name of this one, but it's the, I think, orangeade. Like it's like limeade, cherryade. I think that's what it says. Anyway, it's the more orangey one. They have several different colors, and this is just an amazing stain. So I have a little bit of this on my cheeks. I've worn this on my lips. I love it on the lips. And I just kind of barely pat it, and then I'll like blend it together onto my lips. I'll, you know, pair something on top of it. Just so good. So if you like, and I feel like a warm tone stain is, you know, not as common as like red seems to be the most common. So this kind of like brighter orange isn't as common. And I feel like looking at it, it looks so orangey, but it's beautiful on the cheeks. I mean, it really ends up being, it almost seems to have a little bit more red in it kind of as you blend it. So more on the corally side of orange versus like yellow orange. You know what I mean? So I think it makes it a little bit more wearable. And it's just beautiful. I've done the underpainting thing under my foundation. I didn't do that today, but I have done that, wearing it kind of under my foundation, and I'll even kind of blend it up onto my eyelid a little bit, just sort of right in this area to kind of bring this like sun-kissed sort of look, but just so good. These are, I feel like blendable. I mean, I just use a small stipple brush and just kind of stipple them on. They're definitely watery. I mean, they are a water tint. Like when you tap it on your cheeks, it looks like little almost, you know, stained water droplets. And then you just kind of blend it in. Less is more with it. You can always add more, but it's a stain. So I love the longevity with it. So if you are living somewhere that's really hot, I think this is great for like beach makeup or whatever, because you can kind of tint your lips with it. You can lightly apply it to your cheeks and get this tint. And it's just gonna stay, you know what I mean? Because it's a stain. That's the point of the stain. It's just so long wearing and good. And these are really affordable. I think they're like around $6 or $7, I think, ish. I get them on Amazon. They're so good. And then for lips, an old favorite. I used to wear this in high school. I love this lipstick. You know, there's just certain lipsticks that you feel like are kind of like your color. You know what I mean? You just feel like they just work. They're just like a go-to sort of color. And I've tried to find comparable things to this over the years, and I feel like I found some that are close, but maybe it's nostalgia. I don't know, but I just love this lipstick. It's MAC Angel, and it's one of their, I think it's a Frost. Is it a Frost? Yeah, Frost lipstick. I love this one, and I love Cream Cup. This is just the most beautiful, I mean, I guess, yeah, Frost, but it's really more just kind of like a light-catching dimension glow to it or something. It's not like metallic. It's not like 80s lipstick metallic, which I like those too. But no, this is more on the kind of like glow side. It just has this light-catching property to it. So I have this on with Maybelline Dusty Rose, which is like my go-to neutral lip liner. And they pair perfectly together. I didn't bring that in here with me, but y'all know what it looks like if you watch my channel, because I watch it all the time and talk about it all the time and use it all the time. So they pair perfectly together, but it's just this beautiful, kind of cool toned pink. And then especially with that light catching property, I just love it so much. It's a comfortable formula. It smells amazing. It has that vanilla MAC lipstick smell. I just love it. I think a lot of it is nostalgia for me, but I love having it. I'm so glad that I have it. So yeah, I mean, I can remember wearing this definitely in high school. I wore that lipstick all the way down because this was my go-to lipstick. And I think I'm gonna wanna always have it because I still love it. All right, you guys, so those are all my favorites. So I hope that you really enjoyed this video. Please hit a thumbs up if you did. Let me know down below what you have been loving, or maybe not so much loving. Let me know what you've been up to recently. I would love to hear that. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.